Hey, this is Zcole16 here, back with another Wi-Fi battle, and wow, hasn't it been a while? Anyway, so I got a battle with Jimmy31428, and I'm messing around with my colour thing. So yeah, I got this awesome battle, which I did on my birthday, and yeah, anyway, to the battle. He sends out his Zangoose, and I go for Turbo Cop, because Turbo Cop's awesome. So he withdraws his Hello Kitty and goes into Chaos, which I've forgotten how to say that at the moment. He goes into his Meganium. I start off with a Rain, and then I go for a Thunder, because I'm like, yeah, Thunder will do heaps, but no, it doesn't. So he goes for a Leech Seed, and I figure, well, what should I do? You know, he gets a Leech Seed, he gets some health, so yeah, he's pretty much set here. So he withdraws his Meganium, and I go for a Signal Beam, but he goes to Volvic, so which I haven't seen for a while, but yeah, so he's got that Volvic, and he takes the Leech Seed, so he gets more health, so he recovers basically much of the Signal Beam. Anyway, so I take back Turbo Cop because he's afraid of Volvic, and send out Green Wedge from Chris, because Chris is awesome. Anyway, so the Rain's still out, so he withdraws Volvic and sends out Keok, and I knew he'd send this out, so I go for an Ice Beam. So this thing takes a lot of damage, and I'm sitting there thinking, what? And it gets a crit. So yeah, I critted Jimmy, and wow, hasn't anyone done that before? Yeah, so he gets left over. He sets up a light screen, and I was trying to predict switch or anything, but I go for a Surf, which kills, and he gets another crit. That was the funniest part of the battle right there. Anyway, so the Rain still falls, and I got Green Wedge, which is pretty awesome, and yeah, so he goes for a Return, which is going to be strong, because his Zangoose loves him very, very much, because he loves kitties. Anyway, so I survive on 1 HP, because I was Focus Sashed, and I go for a Toxic, but I forgot that Zangoose was immune to it. So yeah, he goes for a Return and kills off Green Wedge. So bye bye Green Wedge. Rain stops, and I send out Sparks because he is awesome, and he is my shiny Lux Rain, the first shiny I got off of Diamond. Anyway, so I get some Intimidate, and then the Hello Kitty runs away, and I superpower his Volvic. So that takes major damage, and it doesn't burn, so yeah, well, I'm just giving a bit ahead here. So I lose attack and defense from my superpower, so Sparks is sitting there all eyeing off this Volvic, and then I go for another superpower, lose more attack, lose more defense, and I don't burn! I predicted that. And he was like, it's going to burn, it's going to burn, it's going to burn, but it doesn't. So I take back Sparks and go back for Turbo Cop, because I figure that I can get a Thunder off on this thing, and it'll do major damage. So he goes for a sub, predicting my Rain Dance, so I Rain Dance. And then he goes for a Bug Buzz, which does a lot more than I would think. In fact, it kills off Turbo Cop. But no, he survives on 5 HP. So I go for a Thunder Break in the sub, which is pretty awesome, because, you know, subs are meant to be broken. So yeah, the sub breaks, and he Thunderbolts me and kills off Turbo Cop, which sucks. Yeah, so bye bye Turbo Cop. No. Breathing. Okay, so I send out Sharpedo, which is also from Chris, because Chris gives me super awesome, mega cool stuff. He goes into Eaten and Beaten, which is his Maywile, and I'm super afraid of it, but I'll still Ice Fang it anyway. So, yeah, Rain continues to fall, and that thing gets leftovers. So, Sharpedo's afraid of Maywile now, so I go into Sparks, so I can go for a superpower. So again, an Intimidate, but I predicted the Toxic, which won't be good for later on, because, well, I really need Sparks. So, yeah, Sparks takes some damage, and he withdraws Eaten and Beaten and goes to this Illumise. So, I superpower because it's the strongest thing that Sparks doesn't. He always superpowers because he's awesome, because he's got superpowers. Anyway, so he loses his stats, and the Rain's still falling. So, yeah, I can't really do much right now, so I'm just going to take Poison, and he's going to switch to Eaten and Beaten. And then I'm gonna get Intimidate, and then I get a stupid thing, and I switch back to Sharpedo. So yeah, it's just the same thing that was before. So I'm gonna go back out to Sparks now that I've got rid of that Intimidate, and then I'm gonna put my own Intimidate on him. So yeah, he goes for a Super Fang, which I also knew he would do, which was pretty silly of me to not think this through. But he goes for a Sucker Punch, and Maywile gets his first kill over Wi-Fi. Well, that's what Jimmy said anyway. So I go into Clay Waffle because Cradle is a cool. Anyway, so I get Toxic, which I knew would happen because this thing toxics everything. So I go for a Rock Slide because I always think that Rock is super effective against Steel. But no, it's not. That's ground. So yeah, I get health from leftovers because Clay Waffle's cool like that, and then I get Poison. So he takes back his Eaten and Beaten because his Eaten and Beaten's obviously afraid of Clay Waffle. So I go for a sub because I predicted that. Well, not really. I just thought I'd do it. So his Zangoose goes for a close combat and breaks my sub, and then I go for a curse, which is already getting ahead of myself again. So I go for the curse, get up my stats. I figured I'd be able to take a hit, but no, I didn't really think he'd have close combat. So I take damage from poison, which kind of dooms me. So then he close combats Clay Waffle, and he dies from a crit. So yeah, that's just overkilling me. So bye, Clay Waffle, you're gone. So I go for Chili, because Chili's my most fastest thing and the only thing that could outspeed this thing. But no, he close combats and kills me. So down goes Chili as well. So yeah, Chili dies to a crit, which, yeah, this thing's just critting my whole team. So I go into Sharpedo, because Sharpedo's cool, and he's the only thing that can outspeed it now. So I go for an Aqua Jet, hoping for a kill, because it's used so many close combats, but no, it survives in the red. And then it close combats, so I was hoping for a rough skin kill, but does it kill? Does it kill? No, it survives. So yeah, that's the end of the battle against me and Jimmy. So yeah, save it, because that's what you always gotta do. And yeah, thanks for watching, guys. See ya.